Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Bita. Today we're going to talk about a natural supplement to help you with inflammation. How many of you out there wake up with body ache, joint pain, knee swelling, or cannot sleep because of the pain? First of all, how do you know if your inflammation in your body is high? So that's the blood work that you could ask your doctor to order it for you. It's called high sensitive C-reactive protein. It's HSCRP. And some of my patients have elevated HSCRP. Some of them, they feel like the body is inflamed, but they don't have that HSCRP marker elevated. So that could be different factors. Number one factor, if you do develop joint pain, you feel like your body is inflamed, it could be due to food allergy, as simple as gluten. I would do some sort of a cleanse to get rid of all the food allergy out of your diet to see if you feel better. Maybe even animal product can make some people inflame. For me, for example, if I eat a pizza, the same night I will have knee pain, joint pain. I do have the gene for rheumatic arthritis, but that doesn't mean I'm going to activate it. I'm going to develop rheumatic arthritis. As I always say, your gene is not your destiny. So you can have different genes, but your lifestyles play a key role. So what can we do? First, you want to rule out the food that can cause inflammation. Another thing is supplements are important too. Like top one is vitamin D. Vitamin D is actually number one supplement that can bring your HSCRP down, inflammation in the body down. This is number one supplement for anti-cancer, antiviral. It's good for your immune system, basically. It activates your immune system. It's part of your macrophages compound. Macrophage is part of your white blood cell. So vitamin D plays a key role. So number one thing you want to do is make sure your vitamin D level is high, like up to 70, higher, as you don't want to be low 30s, 40s, because the range is usually 30 to 100. You want to make sure you're 70, 80 towards high side. And some people with arthritis or autoimmune diseases, they actually even have 100, level of 100. So then once your D is optimized and you're like, oh, my CRP is still high, or, then next step is to take omega-3s. Omega-3s, you have the EPA and you have the DHA. The ratio should be EPA higher than your DHA. Some of the supplements are 700 to 300. That's a good ratio. Some eye doctor, let's say if you have dryness of your eye, they may say have the ratio 3 to 1, EPA 3 times higher than your DHA. So anyways, omega-3 supplement is important, and how high can you go up on it? That was actually, some people can go up to 8 gram, 9 gram a day. So a lot of time I tell patients start with 1 gram twice a day. You have to remember one thing, both vitamin D and omega-3 are fat soluble. So that means you need fat. You need to take it with food to get absorbed. If you take it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, the absorption is not that great. If you take it with your green juice, it's not going to be absorbed. You want to make sure you take it with your food, with your dinner or with your lunch. You want to make sure you have fatty, like meat or protein or avocado, olive oil, fat with it, so it absorbs. All your vitamins A, D, E, K are fat soluble. So that means just taking it on an empty stomach, you're actually wasting it. It's not going to get absorbed. So then after taking omega-3 1 gram to 1 gram twice a day, you can actually up it to 2 grams twice a day. In some cases, I've been giving 4 grams twice a day. So that can really help actually with your cholesterol too, and also bring your inflammation down and help you with the joint pain. Some people have a lot of stiffness in the morning when they wake up, but the omega-3 can help with that as well. And then also you want to make sure you don't have food allergies, because number one cause of joint pain and stiffness of muscle, and that's due to some sort of allergies you have to food. Then another supplement that I use next is enzymes like nepranol, inflammozyme, wobenzyme. There's a lot of enzymes out there that you could take high dose that can help to bring the inflammation down. One thing you have to remember, enzymes are taken on an empty stomach. So what you need to do is you take it first thing in the morning or an hour before breakfast or 2 hours after breakfast or 2 hours after lunch or 2 hours after dinner. So enzyme, I usually for inflammation, I tell patient take 3 in the morning, first thing, and then 3 before bed, which should be at least 2-3 hours after dinner. Then after the enzyme, usually people notice a difference. Let's say if that didn't help you. Then next step is you could add curcumin or turmeric. Turmeric is a spice that the active ingredient in it is curcumin, which gives that yellow color. So curcumin is helpful, or you could use a lot of turmeric in your food. Having turmeric root and having powder and not cook it, the absorption is less. When you cook or make food, then the absorption goes up with curcumin and turmeric. So then let's say if you want to do capsules, you could do curcumin capsules, 1,000 milligram, 3 times a day. I usually don't emphasize if it should be with or without food, but because they usually have active ingredient in them, either black pepper or some sort of nanoparticle, so it's get absorbed better. So, but you could always take supplements like curcumin with food. That's totally fine. You could do 1,000 milligram 3 times a day. Let's say people is going through radiation and I will protect their body. I give them 6 grams a day. And curcumin can help the cells to get protected from the radioactive when patient going through radiation. So then these top supplements, vitamin D, omega-3, enzymes, and curcumin are top 4 supplements to help you with inflammation. Thank you for joining me today. So if you have any question, please write it under the comments and we'll respond to it. Thank you.